Have you ever followed a crochet pattern really carefully, using the recommended yarn, and you still ended up with the wrong size? That's gauge, and it's one of the most important but least understood parts of crochet. In crochet, gauge means how many stitches and rows you create within a set measurement, usually 10 centimeters or 4 inches. Patterns rely on gauge, so sizing comes out correctly. And here's something many crocheters don't realize. Gauge can vary even within the same yarn line. These swatches are both my alpaca and wool Caledonia Aran yarn, worked with the same hook and the same stitch. But the black yarn is slightly thicker than the cream. So even though everything else is identical, the stitch size changes, the fabric density changes, and the finished measurement changes. In small batch yarns, subtle variation between skeins or shades is totally normal, but it still affects gauge. Hook size also changes gauge dramatically. These 3 swatches are reclaimed Scottish lambswool. Same yarn, same stitch count, but 3 different hook sizes. Here with the smallest hook, the fabric is dense and compact. With the middle hook, the stitches relax and open slightly. And with the largest hook, the fabric becomes softer, drapier, and larger. So even with identical yarn and stitches, changing hook sizes changes the finished size. So crochet gauge is really the interaction between 4 things: your hook, your tension, your stitch structure, and your yarn. If any one of those changes, your finished size also changes. That's why gauge swatching matters, not just when substituting yarn, but even between shades or batches, and always when sizing matters. Gauge is critical for garments, fitted accessories, and anything where measurement or drape is important. For scarves, blankets, or flexible pieces, gauge is usually less important. Once you understand how hook and yarn together create fabric, patterns become much easier to adapt to your own materials.